Welcome to the Mentally Whole podcast. I am your host, Lauren Green. This podcast is a safe place for us to have weekly discussions about mental health, Christ, personal development, and the tools to live our best lives. Please stay tuned for a new episode. Hey y'all, welcome to the Mentally Whole podcast. I am your host, Lauren Green. I hope you guys are doing well. Earlier today, it was crazy outside. It was raining. It was a tornado watch in my neighborhood. It was a wild ride. So I hope you guys are staying safe, and I hope you guys are still have your electricity. I hope you guys are just safe, right? Right. So don't forget to subscribe, share, and rate the podcast. And also don't forget to join the email list, which will be in the show notes. So I hope you guys really are enjoying the trending topics segment. If not, you can just fast forward the episode. But let's get into our trending topics. So the first thing on the list is Brandy has a new album, B7. I've always been a Brandy fan. I think I had Full Moon. Somebody burned the CD for me, so I had a burned copy of Full Moon. This is Brandy's first album in 8 years. I did but I looked up the meaning behind the album, or what, the story behind the album, and basically the album tells a story of healing and trying to heal from wounds and mental illness and things like that. And I really enjoy the album. I think Saturday I literally listened to the whole thing from start to finish, and I was like, "Oh, this is a groove. This is a bop." So if you like albums that tell a story, download B7. It's on all streaming platforms, and I think you'll like it. Next trending topic that I want to talk about is John Lewis's funeral. Rest in peace to John Lewis, a civil rights icon, a civil rights leader, someone that we should all look up to. He literally fought for our right to vote for the entirety of his career. And what I love that they walked him through the bridge in Selma one last time, and it was just so beautiful to see that outpouring of love for him. Rest in peace to John Lewis. I hope that we take lessons from his story and apply it to our lives. The next trending topic is Michael Jordan. And he has a docuseries called The Last Dance. It originally aired on ESPN, and it was released on Netflix recently. It's 10 episodes. They're about 50 minutes a piece, and it talks about Michael Jordan's time with the Chicago Bulls and his career overall. And I was really inspired because his work ethic was out of this world. He did whatever he had to do to be the best, right? He did whatever he had to do to be the best. Even if he had to stay late with the workouts, even if he had to do extra practices, he did whatever he needed to do to be the best. Okay? That is a message. Our next trending topic is about Tamar Braxton. So I think on the last episode, or the one before that, I had told you guys that Tamar had attempted suicide. She just made a post yesterday on Instagram and Facebook, saying, thank you for your prayers and things like that. And I'm just so excited. And I'm so happy to hear that she is doing well, because if you know me, I love the Braxtons. I love the Braxton family values. I love Tony, and I love Tamar, and I'm glad that she is doing well. I hope that she can continue, doing the work that she needs to do for herself, right? Because it's hard out here. Okay? It's hard. So I hope that she can continue to do her own healing and continue to work on her wholeness. So we're going to put a pin in that and move to our discussion of the day. So today we're talking about stress during the pandemic, right? Because all of us are in this pandemic together. And it's been a wild ride so far. So pandemics can be stressful since we do not know when they are going to end, right? Another point that I wrote down is that everyone reacts differently to stress. So some symptoms that I found from the CDC website, symptoms of stress, are fear and worry about your own health and the health of your loved ones, your financial situation or job, or loss of support services you rely on, right? So when this pandemic first started, I did not leave the house for nothing. Okay, I only left to go to the grocery store, and that was it. Because I was very much so afraid about my own health because I have an underlying condition that I believe causes me to be high risk for COVID-19. Changes in sleep or eating patterns is another symptom. I don't know about y'all, but for a while, I would just go downstairs to get a snack like all the time because I transitioned from going to the clinic every day to working from home. And so literally I would get bored and just be like, ooh, let's go eat something. Like, another symptom is that you might have difficulty sleeping or concentrating. You might have worsening of your chronic health problems because you're not able to do the things that you used to do before the pandemic. Also, you might have worsening of your mental health conditions because, you don't have the normal supports that you would have. You're not able to do certain things you used to do before and things like that. And the last symptom that they had on the CDC was increased use of tobacco and or alcohol and other substances, right? So since there's nothing really for us to do, people, there has been an increase of drug use and substances right now, which is crazy. So I wanted to also go over stress, how stress affects the body and the body's response to stress. So let me pull it up. Okay, so in your body, right? How does it work? So in your body, your hypothalamus and your pituitary gland, both located in your brain, can sense. Okay, let me backtrack. So cortisol is the body's main stress hormone, right? Cortisol works with certain parts of your brain to control your mood, motivation, and fear. Your adrenal glands, triangle-shaped organs at the top of your kidneys, make cortisol, right? It is best known for helping fuel your body's fight or flight instinct in a crisis. But cortisol plays an important role in a number of things your body does. So cortisol helps manage how your body uses carbs, fats, and proteins. Cortisol also helps keep inflammation down, regulates your blood pressure, increases your blood sugar, controls your sleep-wake cycle, boosts energy so you can handle stress, and restores balance afterward, right? So in your body, the hypothalamus and pituitary gland, both located in your brain, sense if your blood contains the right level of cortisol, right? If your level is too low, your brain adjusts the amount of hormone that it makes. Your adrenal glands pick up these signals, then they fine-tune the amount of cortisol they release. Cortisol receptors receive and use the hormone in different ways, right? Your needs differ from day to day, right? So different things might cause you to be stressed, every day. For instance, when your body is on high alert, cortisol can alter or shut down functions that get in the way. These might include your digestive or reproductive systems, immune system, and even your growth processes, right? So when your body is under too much stress, right, it can cause your cortisol levels to be out of whack, right? too much cortisol, right? So cortisol is triggered when you're in a stressful situation. And right now, we are in a stressful situation. So let's go over the different effects of stress on your body. So the first thing, muscle tension can be caused as a reaction to stress. Did you know that? Another thing that could be caused from stress is different respiratory issues like shortness of breath or rapid breathing. Another thing that could happen is that long-term ongoing stress can increase the risk for hypertension, heart attack, or stroke. Right? So even though we are in a pandemic right now, it is still very important for you to find ways to alleviate your stress. Right? Healthy, positive, good ways to alleviate your stress. Journaling, getting a new hobby. Like I know I've seen people on Instagram and Facebook. People are buying more plants than ever before. Binge watch Netflix, exercise, go outside and walk, just do something positive to alleviate your stress. Another effect of stress on your body is that it can cause digestive issues. Digestive issues. Right? It can cause pain in your stomach. It could cause bloating, nausea. You could have stomach discomfort, right? So in this time of pandemic, really, the first thing that you should do is, understand what COVID-19 is. Also understand how the disease is transmitted. I know that is an ongoing conversation, but understand how the disease is transmitted. Keep yourself safe, if need be. I have seen stores that have had hand sanitizer, that makes you feel safe. Go get some hand sanitizer and keep it in your purse or your book bag or whatever. Another thing, like I said before, find positive things to alleviate your stress. Listen to music, cook, bake, try a new recipe. Just do something to alleviate your stress. FaceTime your friends, dance around the house, clean out the closet that you've been meaning to clean out. Like, just do something, y'all. Right? So I hope you guys learned a lot about stress during the pandemic. I hope this episode has blessed you, and I will see you guys next week.